Hello there, it's your favorite neighborhood nerd, Simone. I'm so glad you're here. It's a Sunday morning and I have not showered. My hair is 3-day hair. This is exactly how I want it to be. I've already went on a walk with Max. I've already gone on a walk with Max. It's super sunny, blue skies, but super cold outside. And I'm so glad that my knee is getting better. I saw a knee specialist, last week, so on Wednesday. And he did not recommend surgery right away. And I agree. So I'm going to start doing PT. And I hope that will help and let me be active as much as I want to. We will see. I'm going to talk about this wall back here because I moved my shelf and now it's empty. And I've been thinking about maybe painting it in a really dark teal. What do you think? Should I do that? This is how much it is. It's not that big of a wall. And I feel like it might be really cool. What do you think? Let me know. I think it's super empty and then something needs to be done about it. I have 6 topics, kind of, that I want to touch, and then I want to let you go. So, the topics are the Truthless video that I mentioned last time around. A Van Ness shout out because I've been ordering from them so much and I feel like they don't get as much exposure from me as they should. My reading journal, my Bennu Daily Mate, my Skogsy Cholla. No, that's not the way you pronounce it. Choya, I think, is how you pronounce it. And then I'm finally ready. Why am I doing this? I'm finally ready to film my Techo Kaigi. So that's why we'll see. That's why I'm trying to keep this short, but you never know with me. My desk still looks like it did after I was done filming yesterday. I filmed the Bennu Daily Mate and the Skogsy Choya Nu Pende videos. But that's not what I want to talk about. Now I need to find the thing I want to talk about. I love this. All right, so here we go. Last week, I talked about how I want to do this review by Truthless. I love the way it rhymes. I love the idea of it, but I realized after I was done filming and when I tried to actually do it, that I don't really want to, and that I'm just not in the correct mind space to think about all of this as much as I should, or if I wanted to do this. And so I decided, you know what? I can just not do it. It's totally fine. I'd rather catch up in this thing. This is something that I find very concerning right now. The fact that I'm only starting my journaling spreads and not finishing them. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. If you have been here for a while, you know that I moved to an A5 size weekly journal where 1 week gets 2 A5 spreads, so basically 2 A4 pages. And I'm already 3 spreads behind. And I knew that was going to happen. And I thought I was prepared for the fact that I'm okay with that. But I can actually feel how it's bubbling inside my throat. Like how that is starting to make me feel anxious. So that's one of the reasons why I want to keep this really short today, because I want to catch up on my journal. So, not going to do this review because it's not important. I know that 2024 was not an extremely great year for me. There are reasons. I know them. It's looking up. I'm already feeling like I'm trying to be more active with my knee. and it's working in the right direction. So 2024 was low. It can only get better from here on out. I don't need to do a review on that. I know there were good parts. I remember those good parts. They are in here. That's what I'm thinking. So this needs to move aside, but we will do this later on. So I have placed 2 orders, basically back to back. I placed one week, then the other one the next week. And I want to show you what I got, because I think I'm finding that Vaness is turning into that one-stop shop for me, where I always go first. They always have amazing stuff. And so I want to show you what I got. Of course, they always have fountain pens. And I don't know if did I put it back? I bought a pen. And if you, again, if you know me, you will ask yourself, what the heck? Why did you do this? Because the section on my black pen, which is not here, where is that? Is falling apart. I understand that I could have just purchased a new nib. I realized that later, after I already placed that order. But I decided to break my own promise to myself of not supporting TWSBI anymore, and buy hopefully one last TWSBI pen. This is the TWSBI Mini in AL Silver, I think it's what it's called. And the section I have moved over. Where is it? Not in here. And of course I didn't. Why am I never prepared for my videos? Because I'm new. That's why. Oh, hold. It was over on my standing desk where it's supposed to be, because that's where I'm trying to journal from now on. It has the silver section, and I think because it's aluminum, it should not react to anything that I used with the black grip section that was on here. It's the same material as this and this cap. Someone commented on one of my videos where they said, well, of course it discolors or it disintegrates if you're not cleaning your pen with the right tools, and if you're having, you know, what is it called? Hand sanitizer and stuff. I would not call out TWSBI specifically if that happened to any of my other pens. Also, I'm not using any harsh materials on my pens. I'm not normally a person who uses a lot of hand sanitizer, mostly at doctor's offices and such. And I am not someone who uses anything else but a tiny bit of dish soap and pen flush that is not made with alcohol. So I don't really understand why TWSBI is the pen that is breaking on me all the time, and not any of the other pens that I own and are in my collection have those issues. So I thought I swapped out the section. Sorry for the little TWSBI rant. That's just, I swapped out the section. And I think once this filling is done, I will clean out the pen and move everything into this pen. I'm actually not 100% sure about that yet, because I'm also thinking, why am I not just keeping this pen until something else occurs here? Maybe this back here. Last time, so this is already the second body here on this pen. Last time this back here started to crack because I seemed to have over tightened it, so that definitely was my own fault. But you know, it's never too bad to have another body, but maybe I can just clean this out and use this and then have this in the back. I'm not sure. This is here. I'm now using this section here, and I hope my problems will be less intense. What else did I purchase? Oh, yes. In my first order, I bought this. I've been wanting a brown passport-sized traveler's notebook forever. So I moved all of my quotes. I call this quotes journal into here. I am on the very last leg. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pages left in here until I can film a proper flip through and show you how this looks. I really love how this is turning out. And then I have these cards here that are from Brandy Kincaid's Extravagant Hope mailers. I just put them in here. This is an insert that my friend Amy brought back to me from Japan. And so I really love how I'm using this. And then here is the new junk journal that I'm using for my quotes journal when I'm done with this one. This was also made by Amy. So this is an Amy heavy journal. I put these glass beads on the front and I really love how this looks. Yeah, so did you know that besides fountain pens and inks, you can also buy Traveler's Notebook supplies? They also have all the inserts, they have paper, those clips, they have everything. I also bought these amazing Midori folders. I bought 2 actually, one with cats, one with dogs, because we're not discriminating against either one of them. The other one I've already got in use, and I put my return address labels here, stamps for regular letters, and all the other stamps that I have here, and put that into my letter binding cover right here. So I'm trying to figure out here. This is what it looks like. Regular stamps. I got new stamps. Oh my gosh, these are so amazing. And then here is all the extra postage that might be needed for some places. So I really love how this is used, and I will probably find a good use for this one as well. I bought both because they were a really good price, and thought, you know, if I can't find a use for it in a certain amount of time, maybe I'll just pass it along to a friend, because I want to send more happy mail with little gifts inside. I also, wow, I am so sorry for the shakiness. Is this good? Yeah. I also bought this paper, and we are going to use that in just a minute. And then I also bought this washi tape. This is Minna Perhonen MT washi tape. And man, of course, I needed this. This is a cat. How could I not? And I've also, I don't really have a lot of winter washi tape now that we're living somewhere where there is snow, which not very snowy right now, but maybe it's coming. But this is so pretty and so cute. I did not think that, I thought originally that this was just regular washi tape like this. But this is okay too. I love that these are like little vignettes that you can cut out, or you can just put it down like so. And then, also did not know they had this, I purchased another Kita tape thing. These are super expensive, but for all those of us who have a ton of washi tape, I think they're a really good alternative. There's 10 on each of those, so that makes 40 strips. I can easily share strips with friends as well in Happy Mail, but it's not a lot. It's not like 10 million meters of washi tape that I'll never use. That's something that I usually do with tapes that come in new. I haven't done this yet. I haven't taken the time to do that yet. But I often roll off several sample size tapes onto, you know, gift cards or those washi cards. Something that is a card size, those, you know, credit card size things. Right when I get them, so I can share with friends, and so that my roll isn't as intimidatingly big as this one. I love those. This is what the cat one looks. Oh my gosh. I stuck it right into my journal. And then I also, of course, purchased another bottle of ink. I purchased Diamine Honeyburst. That was recommended to me as a good dupe for Wearingeul Kyung-hee. I also put it into my other ink journal, which is, now I found it yesterday and now it's gone again. Maybe it's all the way under here. Let me just, oh, I'm putting it one shelf higher because it's 2024, but yeah. So on October 6th, I inked Wearingeul Kyung-hee into my Waterman Karen. And so this is what that looks like. And this is Honeyburst. It's not similar. It's not the same at all. This is more leaning towards orange. This is the swatch for Honeyburst. I think that if I put maybe an orange ink in here or a brown, or maybe even Diamine Writer's Blood or something like that, maybe just a drop into a sample vial, I might be able to recreate this color. Maybe that's something we can do in a video. I need to write that idea down because I think that's super fun. Mixing idea. Mixing a dupe for Kyung-hee. I think that could be a lot of fun. These are the ink colors that I actually have as bottle size, but I do actually believe that this one is the most promising one of them. This is the new one, the Honeyburst. So yeah, when I get to it, not sure that's going to happen tomorrow, I will possibly film along because that seems to be super fun, and probably, yeah, I wanna do that. That is so cool. I think that's all I bought from them, but I just wanted to make you aware of all the things they have. I bought the Kokuyo refill paper, and I think their price is either the same as the one on Amazon. And as you know, Vaness is a super quick in shipping. Basically, you place your order today, and 99.9% of the time you receive a shipping notification the same day. And it's not like with other shops where you receive a shipping notification and then it takes like a week until it actually starts tracking. No, most of the time it starts tracking that same evening or early in the morning the next day. That is, I don't know the magic that they do, but I am just always so amazed by it. And I have recently found, no, I know this to be true for a long time. I love tracking packages. I don't know, it's just, that's the stalker in me, I think. I could also imagine myself having a world or United States map and then using pins to show the travel each package is doing. That would be so much fun. I could nerd out over that. Just imagining this, I would buy stuff every day just to be able to do this. Luckily, I do not plan on doing that, but that would be a fun thing. So remember last time when I was umming and ahhing over my reading journal, whether I was going to do it in a standard size traveler's notebook or a passport size? Well, surprise, total plot twist. I was totally drawn to this. I originally thought I was going to use this as my YouTube notebook, but I did not get in here. I'm not really planning ahead my videos. I just film the ones that I want to film, and then I slot them in the next day that is open. Like if I film 2 videos today, then I schedule them the next open Monday and Wednesday. The next open Wednesday and Saturday, just as I usually do. And if I notice that I'm only filming 1 video, then I just publish Saturday videos. And so I'm trying really hard not to do too much planning on this YouTube stuff, which is why there are snippets from my desk videos, which is why I haven't done a Techo Kaigi yet. So I don't really need that planner thing here. And if, for instance, something like, I'll talk about the Benu Daily Mate in a minute, comes up and I want to publish that closer to when I film it, then I just move all the stuff around on YouTube. That's how this works. That's why I don't have as many subscribers as others. That's why my channel is not growing as much as other channels. And that's totally fine for me. I say this all the time. I film YouTube videos because I love sharing my love for the stationery stuff, for the fountain pens. And I'm not going to overthink this, what brings me joy. I'm actually considering, I'm like, there's so many things I want to talk about. I don't have anyone here that I can. I love this video format more than doing a written, Substack, as many people have now, or sharing Instagram photos and stuff like that. I don't really enjoy it. I love talking about this stuff on video, but I have so many things that I want to talk about that I don't have enough time to do the things. So I'm considering just, going back to 2 videos per week. Just dropping the Wednesday video and only sharing Saturdays and the snippets from my desk for my Ko-fi members on Sundays, with a later release date on Mondays. And then that's it. And then everything will just be slower, and I'm not going to share as much. That's how much the need to talk about it is interfering with my creative life right now. And so I'm trying to figure out what is the best path moving forward. All this to say, I do not need this planner for my YouTube notebook. A blank notebook like this works just fine. And so that's what I'm going to use once this is done. This is not even finished yet, and so I'm just going to continue using this, and when this is done, I will think about the next journal that I'm going to use for this. So I did not stress out about the fact that I realized I don't need this for YouTube, but when I wanted to write down, I talked about this last week as well, now I can't find it, the tracking where I heard about books. I did not feel the urge to use I did not want to use the passport size notebook, and I also did not want to use the standard size notebook, but I was drawn to using a B6 size, and so I decided, you know what, That's what I'm using this planner for. And even if this is not finished by the end of 2025, it's not a big deal, because this is an experiment, which I already don't like. Yeah. I was going to track when I start and finish a book, basically like a reading log. But this is too cluttered for me. I don't like how this looks. So I'm going to continue with this, but what I'm going to do is just write it into a single file line. So it's more spread apart, because this is not, I don't like this. So I need to figure out if this is something I want to track, or I will just not use the monthlies, maybe even take them out completely if I don't enjoy tracking the books like this. I'm trying to be very open with how I'm writing down books, what I'm documenting about books. I would love to write down more quotes, but I also don't want to stop myself from writing. Maybe I'll use 1 page per book. I'm not sure yet. It's evolving, and we'll see how that is going to work. However, I do love writing down the books that I hear about that pique my interest, divided by what podcast or where I gather the books. So, yeah, there's not a lot of stuff in here. Is there anything else? No, paper test. So, yeah, that's my reading journal. So this is completely changed from what my original plan was, and I'm glad I was flexible enough to allow myself to do this. I think the thing that really appeals to me is that it's a little bit wider than standard size, and so a lot of the time the title and the author will be able to fit on one line. I don't know why that's so important to me, but that's just important to me right now. All right. Next, Benu Daily Mate. I was approached by Benu to if they wanted to collaborate with me, and they shared some options that I had. I basically was allowed to pick anything from their shop, but I was super interested in the Daily Mate because that's their newest offering, and so I asked if that's an option to collaborate on, and they said yes. Awesome. I told them I really want to compare the Talisman and the Euphoria with the Daily Mate and see what the differences are. One of the differences you can already see is the cap rotation it takes for the pen to open. I filmed an extensive video, 50 minutes. You know I can't keep myself short on stuff like that, especially, and that's really stupid. I should not do collaborations after filming this video. Every time I collaborate with someone, I want to make a really good video, and I feel like then I'm under pressure, and then it doesn't turn out as well as I want it to turn out. But I'm also not someone who does several takes on the same thing. Yeah, that's also not me. So it's either they like it and they want to collaborate with me more, or they just say, okay, well, cross her name from the list. This is the Daily Mate Fresh Monday. I would have loved this to be called Moody Monday because it is quite the moody pen. It is black and green with some awesome shimmer. It's not my normal colorway at all, but I wanted to choose a color that is not my normal go-to colors, But then I pulled out all the pens that I currently have inked or that I have in my collection. And there is a lot of this tourmaline green verdigris going on. So maybe that's subconsciously my color scheme. Let me grab one more pen. Maybe you can see it, maybe not. So I really like the pen, the design, the size. It's lovely. I learned something new about comfort with this pen, which I mentioned in the video extensively. So if you are interested in learning what I learned, what exquisite, elaborate talking here. The thing that, you know, the names and the designs of the pens, that's not really important. I don't really care what a name is, what a pen is called, and if the colorway matches the name, or if I think that's a cool name for it. That's not something that I'm very concerned about. I can like maybe make fun of that, but do I really care? No. What I do really care about, and maybe you have noticed, is this. This pen takes 5 cap rotations to uncap. No, it does not take 5. It takes just shy of 5 cap rotations to uncap. And I think that's a little bit excessive. And I was wondering if that would be something that I would notice when I use it. I used it to journal yesterday. I was interrupted quite a few times, and every time that I uncapped this pen, I had to halt, smile, and I was like, that's a little bit excessive, isn't it? And I don't know if this is something that I would, you know, if it would go beyond the smile and the really, Bennu, is this really what you want thoughts, or if I would not reach for this pen because of the cap rotations. I haven't been there yet. I inked this pen yesterday, and I've used it yesterday once with interruptions, and it made me you know, ironically smile, devilishly smile when I uncapped it, because every time it was like, really? Are you serious right now? That's how I felt about this. And that's why I do it all the time, because I'm like, every time I'm like, what the heck is going on here? It's more, I feel like more like a mechanic, you know, screwing something in or screwing something out. The threads work wonderfully well. The pen is constructed well. It's lovely. I think, especially for the number 6 nibs, there is a number 6 nib on this pen. I'm just showing you. Hold. 5 minutes later, she finally uncapped the pen. This is a number 6 nib, and I think this is their cheapest offering for the number 6 nib. And I don't know if it would, these cap rotations would bug me this much to skip it and go to the next pen, which would be the Euphoria, which is usually around 159, I believe. This is 120, so it's definitely $39 more expensive. Is less cap rotations, and also Bennu's other pens. Now, where are all my pens? I don't know. That's interesting. Where did I put that pen? I need to halt the video in a second because I need to gather all of my pens. I'll show you with the Euphoria, which is close by. So this one takes 1, 2.5. So it's double the amount of cap rotation, but it's not like a Pelikan where it's not even 1 cap rotation. So Bennu's other pens still have 2.5 cap rotations. So is this 2.5 cap rotation versus 5 cap rotations worth $39 more? That's on you to decide. I got it and I was like, you know, if I don't like it, or if it's not for me, whatever. I don't keep a pen just because it was given to me for collaboration purposes. So if I don't like it and it's not working for me, I will pass this along. But right now, I'm not thinking about letting this go just because of the 5 cap rotations. So that's what I wanted to say about the Daily Mate. Now, okay, this is new. Oh, okay, well, this is new, but I also took it on a walk with me, so I shouldn't be surprised if it was shaken up and there is some leakage in here. That's not because of the pen, that's because of me. Yeah, I took this on a walk because I wanted to try and see if I could capture the color of the pen in daylight for a lovely title photo for the video. This is the Skogsy Choya. I hope I'm saying this wrong. I always want to say Chola, but I don't think that's correct. I think maybe it's even like a Choi. No. So there is a place in San Diego that is spelled L-A-H-O-L-L-A. And I think they pronounce it La Jolla. Or is it La Jolla? Maybe La Jolla. Then if I go by that pronunciation, it would be Choya, right? Right? Who cares? No, I care. Not who cares. I care, but I don't care enough to continue babbling on. This is the Choya 14 millimeters. So I don't know. Can you hear this? There is something in here and I don't know what it is. So I need to investigate. I received this on Friday. The Bennu came on Monday. This came in on Friday. This is Enigma Stationery Blank. And I seem to be drawn to Enigma Stationery Blanks. I love that it's not a swirly blank. I love that there is, maybe you can see it, that there is hollow glitter in here, but there's also some bluish chatoyance. I don't know how they made this. It's a very stunning, very loud color. But besides the blank, I'm really in love with this pen. The concept of the pen, the idea that is behind it, the construction, the craftsmanship, everything is great about this pen. And I can see myself getting more of those. I've been really interested in the low volume eyedropper from Skogsy, but they're like expensive. I assume that is also because they're expensive to make, more involved, and I'm totally fine with spending that money on that. But as a first-time pen and not trying and looking at it in person, I wasn't willing to spend that much money. And also, those low-volume eyedropper pens from Skogsy, you have to be there like when they posted in their shop, because otherwise you won't be able to snag one up. So I got this one because it was stuck in their shop for a while, which I can understand because they make amazing pens. But I love that this one that nobody really loved spoke to me, because I feel like it fits right in with all of the pens that I have inked right now. Look at this one and this one. I also have the Lamy Tourmaline. No, it's not Tourmaline, I think. It's called, what is it called? I don't know. But I wanted to make, is this already, what time is it? Well, I can still yeah, I can still spend some time on this, and this is something that I also want to do, so we can do this together. I want to check. Oh my gosh, sorry. I have my pens logged in my big pen log here. However, I haven't logged them in my actual pen binder, and so I want to do that right now. Sorry for the shakiness. I've got to turn off the camera and bring out the pens. So what I want to do is log all the pens that I have. So I don't have a sheet for the Daily Mate. So that's the first thing I need to do. Where's my pen? Here. Where's my ink jar? Right here. So I am starting to log all of those measurements in my new pen day videos as well. That's not the right pen. This is the right one. Okay, so, and this is how I log them. I need a Benu. All right, so this is how they are logged. Benu Daily Mate. And then this is the Fresh Monday. Medium. This pen is number 2025. For January 06, 2025. Grip is well, it is the exact same grip section as the and I'm just gonna copy this 10.25 millimeters, and there is more information put into my new pen day page where I have the narrowest part and the widest. But the 10.25 is usually where I hold my fingers when I grip the pen. And then the length, usually it's when I, let me see if I can find one where I haven't even done the measurements for this. Here. So when I use put the length, it's the capped, uncapped, posted. So that's how I note it down. So it's 14 centimeters. Length uncapped. I was like, why did I put this back here? I should have moved that over there. 13 centimeters. Posted, it's 18 centimeters, but I can also tell you that posting it is not the right thing to do with this pen. Weight is 27 grams, and uncapped it's 15 grams. The cap of the Benu Daily Mate is super heavy, like 12 grams heavy. And then I usually write where I got it from, Benu Collab. And then I leave space for a writing sample with Waterman Serenity Blue. And I think what I need to do when I do these fillings is, when I do this, pull out one of those papers and use Serenity Blue on here so that I don't have to dip it or ink it again with Waterman Serenity Blue, because that is not necessarily my ink of choice, which will surprise you because I have it in one of my pens right now. I haven't logged anything, so this is Waterman Serenity Blue, then a space, and then here is Lamy, Tourmaline. How do I log this actually? I often, if I exchange nibs, I will log the nib size, but let me, tourmaline. And then I used to put the date when I inked it, when I uninked it here, but I don't do that anymore because I have this Nemesine A4 book ring thingy where I log all of those, the dates when I ink, when I unink the pens. And I think I love having this at one glance. Okay, and then this goes into B, and then I'm sorting it by alphabetically. So it's Benu, Euphoria comes after D, so it goes in here. That is done. So let's, just need to flip through to make sure that everything that I still have inked is Talisman. This one is actually empty now. SD Funky Lake. This is dry. I can use one of those. Do I have no more blotting papers? Not cool. So Funky Lake is one of the pens that I really like using. I'm actually considering selling one of my SDs because I'm not gravitating towards it. This one is the Sig Extra Fine nib from Franklin Christoph, and the ink is Robert Oster Soft Kitty. Warm Kitty. One of the reasons why I started that other notebook, journal, whatever you want to call it, the log where I just write down what pen, what ink, what date, it's also that I can compare more easily if I put this nib into a different pen. I can compare writing samples. Maybe, I mean, it would only make sense if I put this minimum. It would only make sense to compare this if I took this whole thing with the same ink and put it into a different pen, so I could compare, for instance, if I don't use it for a day, how does the ink color change? Is it evaporating? Stuff like that. That would be one of those where I want to compare it. So what else? Yeah, I'm actually considering letting go of the Scarlet. I don't have any Lamy pens in besides the Lamy 2000. It's already logged. Leonardo. Why is there a Lamy? Oh, these were all the Lamy All-Stars, and then the Lamy Safari behind the 2000. Is that how that works? I don't currently have this one in my possession. I don't have this one in my possession. I already have the sizes here. Monte Grappa is not inked. Nagasawa is not inked. It's 88. M800 Fine is still inked, yes. And then do I have, yes, I have that one documented already. Pilot is not inked. Verdigris, I inked that on October 9th and it's still inked. Same with this one, October 3rd. Vanishing Point is not inked. Sailor Progear. Oh, I need to list that pen. Sailor. Skogsy comes after. Okay. Sailor Progear Slim Mini. This one, I'm uninking and cleaning this one. Sailor 1911L. Walltown pen. This one is also empty. Karen is clean. Well, maybe I need to put something here because I don't, like, is this bin uninked? So, okay, so this pen doesn't have a paper and this pen doesn't have a paper. Everything else should have one for now. Every other pen that is here, yes. So, where's here? So, I have not done an actual new pen day video for this pen. I was able to actually see the bird on here. There is a bird on here. Yes, this is how boldly they copied this, the Pelikan M800. I'm curious to compare the measurements when I film the video. So this is the Skogsy. I think this is not going to be my last Skogsy pen. Skogsy pens. Choya, 14 millimeters. And now I'm wondering whether I want to ask if this blank has a specific name. I'm calling it Mint Enigma Stationery. And it's double broad. This is 2025. 6. I have no idea why I'm numbering my pens, by the way. January 10th, 2025. I ordered it from Skogsy, and I don't know the price. I need to look that up. Sizes. So, grip is, and that is awesome. Like, this grip is so good. The narrowest section, which is like the pinch here, is 11.85 millimeters. That is so good. This is definitely one of my preferred nib widths. No, section widths. 8.5 millimeter. I'm not sure about the nib width, actually. Length. So, capped. It's 13.4 centimeters. Uncapped, it's 12.7 centimeters. And posted, it is 16.8 centimeters. And the weight is 22 grams versus 16 grams. And just to compare, so the cap for the Choya is 6 grams. The cap for the Daily Mate is 12 grams. That's, I don't know. That just tickles my fancy. Waterman Serenity Blue, 1 space. All right, so this is the double broad nib, and this ink is Pannonia. Amarillo Stationery. Rosa Mexicano. And then this just feels like a marker. And I'm not sure what I think about that yet. I like it on the one hand, but I'm not sure that I like it's even, it feels squished in these lines. And I'm just writing la 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 minimum because my friend Mar does that when she swatches inks, and I loved that, and so I'm doing it too, even though I'm struggling every time I do it. Okay, so where does this go? It goes Sailor and then Skogsy. And then the last pen that I have, I don't have a lot of measurements. I don't really know the color name for this, is this one. Just gonna write ADMOC M800. And I got this sometime in December, so I should write 2024. And that was pen number, I don't know. Where is that list? 45, I guess. Yep, must be 45. I need to write that down. This came in December, maybe December. Maybe I can actually figure that out. Now I'm looking for my, oh, it's right here. December 28th, there we go. December 28th, 2024. I have no measurements yet, but surprise, surprise, guess what this pen is inked with? Waterman Serenity Blue. And this pen is a gusher. I ordered it. I think you can order it with a Bock nib or a Schmidt nib, which is the same nib that's in the Benus Minimum. This pen is like 45-ish. And I really love this colorway too. And it has the same nib units as this one is gold plated, but gold colored, but it's the same exact nib. So if you just want the nib and not the design of the pen, you don't care for any of that, and if you don't care if it's a cartridge converter or if it's a piston filler pen, then I would recommend getting an ADMOC M800 if you're comfortable ordering from AliExpress, because the nibs are the same and they write well. This wrote perfectly out of the box. I can highly recommend. I don't have a reason why you should not purchase this pen. Okay, this goes all the way to the front, and I do have to do some research on the price. Oh, AliExpress is where I got it from. So, okay, that's all the documenting that I wanted to do. And I already mentioned that I think I'm ready to film my Techo Heidi, which I'm excited about. I just need to like sit down and think about it and think about what I want to say. But I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Happy Sunday. Happy creating. Bye.